said, like, I ain't seen Youngin since he was a baby. But, you know, it's with him, like I watched Lamar, man, like grow up. Like, you know, me and him, we pretty much like the same age. He got me by like maybe like a month. His birthday is a little bit before mine, but he was born in 1986. You know what I'm saying? But he was different, man.
He was.
Played basketball. He was getting money, yo. I ain't gonna lie. One time, yo, no bullshit, man. Niggas he had problems with, man. Hell, them niggas was calling Power 99, like no lie, man. Back in the day, and Lamar had them bulls kind of like a little shook for real, the way that he was carrying it.
If you were sexually abused at a juvenile detention center, even decades ago, you might still qualify for compensation.
You know, and he was like, and Lamar was kind of like a private person for real. So he ain't really had too many people up in his business.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And you know, it's a lot of stuff that happened with that. You got some people that's on the fence with certain things about what happened with him, as far as like who he was with and how things happened, as far as that situation with how he ended up dying, and you got a lot of stuff that's with that. But everybody knows that when they do the research about it, the police is the ones that did what they did to him. So can't nobody, it's no harm, no foul done, basically, on that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he was way ahead of his time. Like, you know, just a brief on, like, when I came in Glen Mills, I went to Hayes Hall. He was already running the unit. You know what I'm saying? He was the exec over there, and I remember one day we had all came off our own pass, and I'm just regular Philly boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right. Wearing state prop, and you know, he came back with the Forest Green state prop wards with the fur around it. I'm like, damn, I never seen that. And he was heavy back then. We talking about 2004, young boy. He was heavy on like the Gucci sneaks and all that back then. And he told me, like, youngin, you gotta step your game up, bro. Like, you gotta step your game up.
Yeah, that's something that he would say too. That's crazy. He'd say something like, and he'd smile at you.
Yeah, yup. Even it had brought me back, John, when I was texting you earlier. You was like, solid. I'm like, damn. He used to say that shit all the time. You say something, he'd be like, solid, nodding his hand and shit like that. I'm like, damn.
It's my neighborhood. It's a my neighborhood type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, you gotta understand. Like, my neighborhood, bro. If you know about my neighborhood, like, we ain't like we had Moon Gang back in the 70s and the 80s. Moon Gang, the Red Hearts, and all of that. And then, you know, we just was doing our own little thing. You know, I've been hearing that they had like some black flags over there in my neighborhood too, but that's kind of a little odd, because I know that's supposed to be like a North Philly thing, but I don't really know, because that's a little bit after my time, for real. That's the younger generation. But like, you know, it's my neighborhood. We always been known for being a certain type of way, like on some radical stuff, taking money, getting money. We more so been on the hustling type time, more so than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much like the gist of it. Like, a lot of people during like the time when Lamar was alive, because you know he came to my hood in '97.
Okay.
He died in 2007.
Yeah.
Like around like, I think like October or November or something like that.
Yeah.
Is when he died. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was on a Blue Goose. I was on a Blue Goose coming back from court, and my man Keenan from 55th and Vine was like, "Yo, you heard about Weezy?" I'm like, "No, what's up, He like, "Yeah, he dead." I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Damn." Hey, on the last time I seen the nigga, right? The last time I seen Weezy before he died, he asked me for a situation, and I was like, "All right, let's go." Grab my little lead pipe with the little black tape around, you know, old school stuff. Niggas start laughing at me like, "Nah, you can't come over there with that. They got guns, bro." I'm like, you know, I ain't. It's like back then it was a little different. Like you you might be able to take somebody's gun with some shit like that if you did it right. You know what I mean? But now, you know, the young boys, they pull the blicky out and let the switchy fly. You feel me?
Yeah, them Jones on deck way better than our era. Like them Jones, they get 100 Jones if they want to.
The best thing that we kind of had back then was AKs and tanks.
Yeah, yup.
Now they got handguns that shoot off like 50 shots in like 30 seconds.
That's a fact. We had 380s and
right.
All that stuff is floating around all day. You get a 25 all day, a 380 all day. You had some nutty shit, you know what I'm saying? But niggas, you know, you had to be ready when them Jones floated. Like if somebody like, I got this for sale, you had to have that bread on demand back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now they can just get the bread. Once they get the bread, it's like getting a pair of sneaks now. It ain't about nothing.
Yeah.
But I want to touch up on before we get up out of here, because I don't want to get at people too much. I want you to, for one, let the people, you know what I'm saying, know about your YouTube channel. And, you know, like just to let the people know, man, I was talking to Scarface earlier, bro. And I'm telling him, like, you know, he got like a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. So I would love for, you know what I'm saying, on top of your music, if you start, you know, giving the people these stories and, you know, certain stuff, man, people need to know. I think it would be a heavy wave on YouTube. I think it's well needed. And you know what I'm saying? Even with you speaking out, even as far as like blood, like, you know, without giving out too much on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Just them little stories. I think it, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a good joint and stuff like that.
So this what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a few things. I'm gonna say number one, people gotta stop shaming gangs and stop shaming Bloods and Crips specifically, because they was originally made for black people to fight against oppression that was being done by white people and police officers. Mm-hmm. If you know, you know. Like just like the Black Panthers is for black people. You know what I'm saying? And they out here in Philly right now as well too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
but like I'm saying all of that to basically say, like, you got people that's shaming their own culture and don't really understand that you really shaming your own culture of how black people was raised and came up. For real. Like, yo, Philly, Zulu Nation, Zulu Gang and all of that was in the 70s in Philly. And that's a gang. You know what I'm saying? But like, people got to stop doing that and stop being ignorant to what's going on in Philadelphia. The second thing is 1 + 1 = 2. If you remember that, from a financial literacy standpoint, you'll always be okay. It's a formula to that. If you know, you know. And the YouTube channel is Scarface Gamble. Instagram, Scarface Gamble. Everything, Scarface Gamble. You find me on anything. Like Scarface the movie and Gamble as in Gamble as in gambling, shaking dice and cards and stuff. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm looking forward to the next episode, man, to touch up with this blood stuff, man.
Facts. We're gonna run a whole joint, and even on top of the blood stuff, you know, you're gonna get the people more about, you know, what you do, because you know what I'm saying. I'm stamping it at the end of the day that when we was talking about like the financial literacy, you know, we was even on the 3-way, you know what I'm saying, with a few people, and we was talking business about, like, you know what I'm saying, probably like 40 minutes at least. And he was dropping a lot of gems. So I want the people, like, if y'all looking forward to building an LLC or something, or a S Corp or something, and y'all already got it, or if y'all already have it, reach out to, you know what I'm saying, Scarface Gamble and all that, and let the people know what's the best way for them to reach out to you if they want to come to you for like financial literacy. Should it be through like your DM, or do you have like a specific way you would like them to reach?
The best way to find me is to hit me up on Instagram, Scarface Gamble. You know what I'm saying? It might, you know, it might take a little time for me to get with you on there, because people that send me stuff to the DMs, I don't really see it, because for whatever reason, they just block it as a request instead of allowing me to see see it, but I check my requests all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably once or twice a day I check it. You know, because I got my own record label and all of that, make my own beats and all of that, and I got a lot of stuff going on the music tip right now, so I be having to pay attention to it. I just had some situation that just happened with some dudes claiming that they was with Yo Gotti trying to sign me or whatever, but it's like I already knew what it was. I peeped the whole thing, but my whole thing was like, all right, I'm gonna play along with you. I'm gonna see how it play out. And it's like, you know, I seen what I seen. He showed me the little contract or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But I say all of that to basically say I got my own record label and publishing company. So if you interested in trying to get put on the music tip, I could put you out there. I could connect you with different people that has platforms that you can get paid for doing paid shows and stuff like that. And I ain't trying to charge you nothing to get it done. That ain't, in my opinion. I respect people that promote that way. You want to get your money. I respect it, but that ain't sturdy in my.
Yeah, we lost you again. You must be getting another phone call.
You need an LLC. It's protecting you. It's keeping your business and your personal life separate. So go to Taylor Brands.
Yeah, I did get a phone call. I had to deny it though.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah, but right. That's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what it is, though, bro, man. Like, I want at the end of the day, how I came up. You always want to make sure that your team eat, but you want to make sure that you represent in your neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And when I say that to basically say this: representing my neighborhood don't just extend to just Haddington section, West Philly. It extends to the whole Philly. Because at the end of the day, regardless if I'm not from North Philly, because I'm in North Philly right now, I'm actually on 24th and I just got up on 24th and what's this, Somerset? No, Mayfield. No, this Cambria, I think, right here. No, Indiana. I just passed 24th in Indiana right now.
You in the heart.
But I just say it like this, man, like you got to represent the city as a whole. So even if it's because it's a couple dudes in the city that's putting on for the city. I don't really vibe with them niggas, honestly. But I'm not gonna put it out there on the blogs or be talking crazy in a certain way to make it to where as though people that's outside see a division with the city.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like a nigga, it's like, all right, it's a time and a place for me to talk to you about why I don't like you and what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But, you know,
sometimes
it's like everybody got one.
Sometimes I also think it's about timing. Like, I mean, you might reach out to somebody and you know, the timing might not be right. You know what I mean? But it don't mean that later down the line that, you know, it might not be no networking coming down the line. So that's one thing I learned too as far as like blogging. I felt the way about certain people. It was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Certain people, I felt like they was acting Hollywood, but sometimes down the line, you get an understanding. Like, you know, sometimes it's just about the timing and people also keep their eye open. You just want to see how consistent you are. Not saying that you're not consistent. You dig what I'm saying? But sometimes a person might just be sitting back and watching. So, you know, sometimes time works itself out, but in some cases it don't. But I just want you to, you know what I'm saying, you got anything you want to lead the people with before, you know what I'm saying, we tune off of this, John?
Yeah, so it's a couple things. I want to let it be known, and I said it already in the beginning, but I'm going to let it be known now once again. My name is Scarface Gamble. I'm repping RSB, a.k.a. MPB, a.k.a. 74 Hustlers. Race.
I just want you to, you know what I'm saying, you got anything you want to lead the people with before, you know what I'm saying, we tune off of this, John?
Yeah, so it's a couple things. I want to let it be known, and I said it already in the beginning, but I'm going to let it be known now once again. My name is Scarface Gamble. I'm repping RSB, a.k.a. MPB, a.k.a. 74 Hustlers. Ray Street Bloods, Nickel Park Bloods, 74 Hustlers. Much love and shout out to the homies from 55th of Summer, MVP. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to do some music on a record label tip and you trying to get on, my record label is Reaper Squad Records, and I'm out here in Philadelphia, man. You want some financial literacy? You trying to get right mentally? I got financial literacy, $25 one-time fee, and I help you set your whole situation up. I could be reached on Scarface Gamble on Instagram. That's the best way to reach me. And once again, man, thanks for allowing me to come on your platform, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh man, it's an honor to have you on the platform, man. I appreciate you for reaching out and, we chopping it up. Like I said, it's just the beginning, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with you, man. And that's just how we carrying it, man. The Hood Blogger, Scarface Gamble. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more to it.